deep dive into like what's the perks of working as a data scientist at Amazon.
In terms of perks, I'll say, and I'll compare it just simply with in terms of culture. I'll say in terms of compared to startups, because I've been to startups consulting company and the product based company, which is like MNC. So it's kind of like both world. Okay, so it's a different. It's kind of like, even for me it took like at least 3-4 months to get used to Amazon. Okay, it was like completely different for me. Like I like whatever the learning and the methodology I had there, if I was using there here, and it was like not working. It is different. Okay, the name, some of the difference are here, like in startup you are being told most of the time, this is what you need to do, this is how you do it, and all those control and the micromanagement sometimes you'll find that doesn't happen here. You are like lots of the time you have been given those choices. You choose which project you want to do, you choose which things you want to do, you take your decision in bring the best you can. It's like, if you don't want to do it, you just, let's say you want to use some pre-built solution and deliver, your choice. Nobody is going to force you to do those things. That's why they focus more on your behavioral attributes, because they don't want to micromanage. They want to find someone who will do it for them. They don't have to go and tell him, give me this or do this or do this, because it's a large scale company. Lots of people are there. They can't do that. Just micromanage people. They have to, like, people make those their own choices. That's how it works. Okay, so that's one difference is that in terms of perks, obviously the large and this company pays you well, so that's the biggest perk. Or it's a common, yeah, it's the biggest perk. But the work culture, the kind of freedom they gives you, the kind of like mindset, and the kind of even the people around you, you will find the difference. The way they perceive the things, or their technical knowledge, the way their business knowledge, it's different. You will find that knowledge gap as well. So but it depends, kind of, there can be some good people in startups as well, and you can learn from them as well. So I had a really good people in both of the places, where they were very well with the basics and very well with the data science, and they have been in the industry for a long time. So I'll not say for me it was a, like, I had a good people, but at least in general, like, majority of the population will be like coming from reputed colleges, or maybe having some good experiences and all. So you'll find them like really different in terms of like their perspectives, the way they operate, the way they make decisions. So that's good. You will learn, you will grow, you will see how things you should do. Also, I learned a lot. I personally, on the personal level, maybe at personal level, I learned more in Amazon than a technical level, I'll say. The way, the behavioral aspect, the way decision making skill, the way how we should think big or better, or how to make the decisions, right decision, how to move forward. I learned those much more than maybe some technical. So I learned a lot of technical stuff at the previous company, but not much, maybe little about business oriented stuff. But now it's different for me. So yeah, I'm in a good place, I think. But right now, but for me, yeah, and more. Another thing is like it's not common for everyone. Okay, like there's lots of team, lots of org, lots of different people. So it's like a lot of differences is there. Maybe someone working in some other team might face the completely different, or might tell you the completely different story. Okay, maybe someone like it's completely different story. So it's not generalizable anyhow. But most of the time you'll find it like good, like you won't, like, at least behaviorally or the culturally it's different. Learning wise, I'll say lots of people have that conception in MNC you don't learn much, you should go to startup to learn stuff. Yeah, it's true somewhat, but not in all the MNC, or maybe in also at least in my team I'm learning a lot. But maybe some team can be there which might not, you'll be able to learn that much. So that same happens in the startups as well. Okay, you might fail to learn maybe some teams you will not learn, in some team you learn a lot. So it's not generalizable, at least at that much. But in case of Amazon, for at least data scientists, it's good place. Like it's good in terms of learning, it's good in terms of like support, and it's good. Like the research work they do, the kind of people they have, it's a quality people. So it's a good place, at least. Even if you are like just starting your career here, don't worry. It's like you'll learn.
Yeah, that's really great, Sanket. So now so you just explained about the perks of like the work culture when compared to startup in Amazon. So now what's the other benefits that you just get apart from CTC, like the stocks or let's say bonuses? What are all the other stuff that you just get actually?
Like I'll say it's common everywhere. Okay, it's not like something that Amazon gives separately, or maybe like I joined in the pandemic time, so I'm not aware much of the things that happens in the offices. So that's still I'm yet to find. But yeah, but generally like other perks is I'll find it's everywhere in most of the IT companies or most of the companies that is working the domain data science domain. You'll find it there. So I'll not put it like it's something that only Amazon is doing. So it's common. Mostly you'll find it everywhere.